Morning, Trainiacs. We've got a fairly big project today. Big box, 2 boxes of things that we gotta install. Good thing I'm so handy. So since we have put in the MasterSpas Swim Spa, we have had some mechanical challenges and some swim challenges. How am I supposed to have like a thing that's the size of a car filled with water in a garage that isn't meant to have water function very well? And how am I expected to do a workout in here when I don't have set distances? I don't have knowledge yet of like how fast this thing goes, even really how to use it. I think I've got solutions to all those things. We just have a lot of work to do to get it set up. So that's what we're gonna do. So Trainiacs, here, let me just give you a quick rundown of the 2 boxes of stuff that we've got to install. So here we've got a dehumidifier, because as I swim, I'm churning up the water and water goes into the air, gets super humid, we end up getting fog. And even though we've got this dehumidifier going, having basically cold outside, extreme cold on the outside, bridging between warm in here and very humid trying to get out, it's not quite working super well. So we have a different dehumidifier, and I'll show you what we've got. We've also got shower curtain hooks because of a lot of splashing. All down here turns just soaking wet. So we've got shower curtain hooks, got a hose to go with the dehumidifier, whiteboards. I'll explain why we use 1, 2, 3 whiteboards, and then here we've got shower curtain rods and a track. I'm gonna put it all up in this area here, hopefully within the next hour or so. I'll show you exactly how the setup is. That hopefully fixes all this issues. Big fan. Done. I think we've got the next stage of the new setup dialed in. Let me take you on a tour. All right, so the first thing here is that we've got the whiteboard that is right in front of the swim spa. And the reason that I've got this is because the swim spa doesn't have a setting for speed that's like as straightforward as, all right, I want to swim 140 per 100 meters or 130 or 2 minutes per 100 meters. What it's got is 3 different propulsion systems, and you can turn some completely off, turn them on, and it's on a rating of like either 0 to 3 or 0 to 25. It's a little bit of a learning curve. So what I'm gonna write on here is like, if I'm using a pull buoy and snorkel, a 80% effort is like a 24 on 2 of the jets, and then 1 of the jets is completely off. Or if I'm just doing a kick set, then I can use a 22 with 2 of the jets and then one of the jets completely off. So things like that I can write on here, and it just guides me so that as I've got to change the swim spa setting really quickly, I can just be like, all right, what's the next part in the workout and what do I got to set it to? And I can do that really quick. I can also write a workout here, and that will coincide with this. So the next thing is the gymnext.ca timer that's right here. Now that I program with the Gymnext app in my phone, and it's like a gym timer. I think it's meant largely for CrossFit gyms, and what I can do is I can set it to 5 minutes on, then beep, and then 15 seconds, and then beep, and then a minute and beep, and then 15 seconds and beep. So basically what I can do is I can figure out, instead of wanting to do a 300 meter and then 15 seconds rest and then 8 50s and then 10 seconds rest in between, instead I create a workout based off of time. So it's like 5 minutes for a 300, or I gotta think how fast I am these days, or like 20 seconds for a fast 25. And then I can set the intervals all on here. And the thing is, I had it across on the other way, but where I've got it here now, as I'm swimming, I can just swim, 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 look up, see what the time is. Because when I'm in the water, I don't always hear the boop boop, even though it's synced up with the speakers in here. But this way, I can take a look and I can see, and it almost, I just realized this, it helps me practice my sighting too. All right, so the next thing that we got right here is a new dehumidifier. Now, what was going on is we had the split air conditioner, like a mini split that you'd see in hotel rooms or sort of like moderately hot places that didn't need a lot of heating or a lot of air conditioning in the United States. And that had a drying setting. But the issue that we were seeing is that it's warm in here, it's freaking freezing outside, and when we've got moisture coming in, trying to get outside, it would get outside, it would freeze, it would start backing up, and then it would start leaking into here. And somebody had suggested having a ceiling fan and then venting it out. And like, we might end up going to that at some point, but before I started bashing holes in the ceiling, trying to reroute electrical, getting holes in our stucco outside, I figure, why not just get one of these, put it up here, out of the way, on top of some of the cabinetry. This is a 45 pints per day dehumidifier, and my original plan was to drain it back into the pool to fill it back up. Apparently I'm no genius, because that might be super unhealthy. So instead I just took the hose out, and then as it fills up, I open up the garage door, boop, dump it outside. And then all of a sudden, we don't have it feeling like a tropical rainforest in here. A few people came inside and were like, this is a tad damp. So now hopefully we don't have moisture problems, we don't have humidity problems, we don't have mold problems potentially building up. This, as a first step, and not have to bash any holes in the walls, I'm pretty happy. We're gonna see how it goes. All right, so now we've got a shower curtain for all the splashing, and the majority of the splashing was like right here at this corner over to right here at the butt end of the Wahoo kicker. So now we have shower curtains all the way around. I must be smoother with my left hand on the entry because I don't get a lot of splashing on that side. What I did was I put a track that goes all the way around, and it's just one loop, so I can take all of these and I can move them all the way back and out of the way, so that if I want to get onto the steps and actually film something, I can. I also decided on the clear shower curtains so that if I ever have anyone that's in here that I'm working on their stroke technique and I don't want to get splashed, I can just go like this And I can stand right here just dry as a bone. Cushy job I've got, hey? Harder, harder, harder. That's largely the tips that I need to give. And what I did down here is they were like super crazy long because we've got 10-foot ceilings. This is about 5 feet high. So I cut it just long enough that when I roll back the cover, I can put this on the inside and everything just drains back into the pool. So I'm splashing, drains back into the pool. This short blonde Canadian isn't as dumb as he looks. And then these whiteboards that I also added right here are for if I have a fairly complicated workout to do on my Zwift setup, I can write it down there and I don't have to look over or like write it down on a real sweaty piece of paper that just turns to mush because I'm sweating all over it. Or over here, if I'm doing a strength workout, and I've actually been thinking about this for quite a while, that I program my strength workouts on, say, Monday morning, and then I write it down here for the rest of the week. And then as the week goes on, I've got to cross off all the workouts. So then I've got like a visual cue that is either making me feel tremendously lazy or tremendously accomplished. I'm pretty proud of this idea. What's it look like out here? Does it look dry? Whoa! That's so much better than the monsoon that we had in here before. And a lot less fog on the windows. They were totally fogged up before. Success. So, there you go, Trainiacs. That is the new swim spa setup that I think is going to work a heck of a lot better than just the raw opening that we had here and trying to dehumidify things out into the frozen tundra. This should be a lot better for the low price of having a shower curtain in the back of the videos. I'm cool with that. Now, we're also updating the, which side is this on? I gotta think opposite, man. The Zwift setup. So that is going to be another video that I have yet to shoot and create and publish. And if you want to make sure that you see that and you aren't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button below. It took me 2 hours and 15 minutes. Not as quick and handy as I thought. Later, Trainiacs.